What's poppin', peeps? It's your boy for CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with the daily readings. The first sign I see is the first sign I read. Let's get it! Poppin', baby. Let's see what's going on for all 12 of my motherfucking zodiac signs of love, man. Hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. If so, let me know down in the comments down below. Links in the description box down below for my Instagram and Twitter. If you guys want to drop a follow, I would really appreciate that. Shout out my notification gang. Hopefully my notification gang pulls through. If you guys would also like, you can feel free to check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. That is the first link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life. Nonetheless, the first sign I see is the first sign I read, and the first sign I saw was my Leo, baby. So let's go ahead and get a cracking messages for Leo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Leo, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. Messages for Leo here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Leo gang, let's go ahead and see what messages we got coming through for you guys. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. Let's take a look, all right? Leo, the overall energy for you guys here is the Four of Cups in reverse, so you can be connecting possibly with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. The person you're connecting with here, your current energy, Leo, is the Ten of Wands. The person you're dealing with is the Ten of Swords reversed, and the outcome that's present is the Sun card. Take a look at this, Leo. The outcome is the Sun card, and at the bottom of the deck, you got the Strength card. So, Leo, you got a message that you need to hear. Let's take a look at it, okay? Now, remember yesterday, whether it was yesterday or about 2 days ago, I'm not sure. But I remember talking about Leos being in a state of a burnout, being in a place where they're burnt out and tired. And if you were dealing with that, Leo, I definitely do feel a lot of you guys are deciding to choose a new direction. And that direction that you're choosing is to focus on your internal happiness rather than focusing on making others happy. I feel like whoever you're connecting with here, Ten of Swords in reverse, there may be someone or something that you're cutting out that's been affecting your energy for a while. So for example, there may be some Leos that have been super burnt out over a specific job they've been going to. There may be some Leos that have been burnt out over a person they've been dealing with. But I feel like you're acknowledging the problem and removing the problem so that you can therefore get away from the negativity or escape the things that are making you feel burnt out. So for the Leos that have been dealing with this, if you've been feeling burnt out over something very specific, you seem to be cutting that out, letting it go, and fucking feeling so much better after you let go of what didn't serve you. So Leo, this is one of those energies of you leveling up, taking initiative of your own happiness and saying, man, look, whatever doesn't serve in my energy doesn't need to be there. Whatever brings negativity into my space doesn't need to be there. Therefore, Leos are letting go of what doesn't serve throughout this current time period, and you're putting yourself in a new direction. And also, you're prioritizing your motherfucking happiness. And that's really important too, because when you prioritize your happiness, you can't do anything, or that you can't do anything wrong. When you prioritize your happiness, that is one of the most important priorities, excuse my stuttering, for anybody in general. So nonetheless here, Leo, I feel like you're prioritizing your happiness, removing whatever is taking it away from you, and ultimately, you guys are getting out of a burnt out state, and you're getting into a rejuvenated one. The moment you let go of what doesn't serve is the moment when your life drastically increases. Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot, baby. God damn. We already got some notifications in here. Much appreciated. Thank you so much, BoneMan538 for the 19.99. I love you, man. Thank you for refocusing me to the internal. It is everything. Ice baths plus deep breathing too. We can control our own immune system. Absolutely. That's actually really interesting that you brought that up. A lot of people never actually heard about ice baths or have taken ice baths, but when you take a cold shower for an instant, cold showers are very beneficial. They can actually help you burn fat while you're taking a cold shower, and also they can shock your immune system. So not only that your immune system gets stronger, but also if you suffer with fatigue, if you suffer with extreme tiredness, taking an ice bath or taking a cold shower can shock your immune system to the point where it actually wakes you up as well. Cold showers are very beneficial for sure, as well as deep breathing too. What is it? The Will Hoffman or something Hoffman technique. I know it's something Hoffman, but there's a technique of breathing that actually allows you to boost your immunity. I think that's what you're referring to here. But nonetheless, thank you for the donation. And yeah, it is a powerful technique for sure. Okay? But nonetheless, man, leaving that off with my Leos, at the end of the day, when you let go of what doesn't serve and you prioritize your happiness, your life instantly increases in a positive way, okay? All right, man, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. So we started out with my fire signs. We're going to go fire, water, air, earth. Let's go ahead and see what we got coming through for my beautiful Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, messages for Scorpio here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. Hey, everybody. For the 351 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. It's much appreciated. Messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle, Scorpio, and see what messages we got coming through. I hope you guys got some fantastic stuff. Let's take a look, all right? Scorpio, the overall energy for you guys is the Three of Wands in reverse. So you can be connecting possibly with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Your current energy is the Queen of Swords. The person you're dealing with is the King of Swords, and the outcome that's present is the Four of Swords. Interesting. So I do feel this energy of a lot of Scorpios coming to the conclusion that you were idolizing a false prophet. And what I mean by that is for example, labeling somebody a twin flame when they're not, labeling somebody a soulmate when they're not. It's almost like you've been focused on the labels for such a long time to where you're no longer giving those labels the power. Now, I want to talk about something really important very quickly, and what's important to acknowledge is that when you label someone something, you're putting that person on a pedestal. So for example, if you're like, oh my God, this person's my twin flame, you end up putting them on a pedestal to the point where you would do anything you want to have them. And when you do that shit, man, and you put people on a pedestal, you actually let them treat you in such a negative way to the point where you take it because you believe that they are your twin soul. That is the problem with labeling people twin flames and labeling people soulmates, because if you care about the label, then you will take poor treatment just because you've labeled them such and such. So I feel this vibe here, Scorpio, where many of you guys are figuring out that you're dealing with a false counterpart. You know, there's somebody here that you labeled as a counterpart, and you may have taken a lot of negativity from them. You know, you may have put up with a lot of behavior that you naturally never would have put up with, but you only put up with that behavior because you thought that they were your twin flame, you thought that they were your soulmate, etc. You know, this shit happens sometimes. So I feel like you were putting somebody on a pedestal all because of a label, and you took all the negativity or anything that they did just because you thought that this was the person you were supposed to be with. I feel like you're starting to see this realization of it doesn't matter what label anyone is. It doesn't matter if someone's your soulmate, your twin flame, your best friend, whoever. If someone doesn't treat you the right way or treat you as you should be treated, then they are not worthy of being in your energy. And I think you're recognizing that now, Scorpio. That's something important to acknowledge. If somebody doesn't treat you how you should be treated, then they don't deserve you and they don't deserve your energy. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter even if they're your real twin flame or not. For real. It don't matter. So as for the outcome that's present here, we got the Four of Swords. You are walking away from somebody, and Three of Wands reversed. You are turning your back on someone. So I feel like you are coming to this enlightenment here, Scorpio, that somebody is not who you thought they were. And yeah, don't take anybody's poor treatment. It don't matter who it is, okay? You deserve to be treated how you would like to be treated. Let's keep it poppin', man, moving forward. Thank you so much for the $5 donation, Marie Robinson. Much appreciated, my dear. Thank you so much for the donation, all right? Let's keep it poppin', man, moving forward. So we started out with my fire signs, fire, water, air. What do we got coming through for my motherfucking Gemini, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Gemini, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. For the 445 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and see what's cracking with you. I hope you guys have been doing well. Gemini, your overall energy here, we got the Knight of Wands. So you can be dealing with the fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Your current energy is the Ace of Cups reversed. The person you're dealing with is the Hangman reverse, and the outcome that's present, Gemini, is the Queen of Cups in reverse. So you could be connecting with a Pisces, possibly a Cancer, Scorpio. You may be dealing with an Aries, Leo, Sag as well. Based on what I'm seeing for Gemini, there is a complete switch in a dynamic that you've had with someone. I feel like you and another person definitely had a lot of love for one another, but you're starting to notice that you and someone else are drifting further and further apart from each other. Now, keep in mind, these readings can resonate to friends, family members, or lovers, so whatever way it applies, I feel like you're drifting away from someone. And you're noticing that the more you drift away from them, Gemini, the less feelings and emotions you have for them. So it's like the more you drift away from a certain person, the less you feel for them, whether it's on a romantic level or just a general level. And I feel like who you're you're connecting with here, the Hangman card in reverse, it could be a Pisces, your person is kind of feeling the same way. So you're starting to recognize by having time off from someone or by drifting away from someone, you start to realize that you don't really feel that much. And what was that quote that we used to have as well? It's really important. Give me a sec, guys. I think what I was trying to say is if you notice that you care less while you're away from somebody, then that was a person you weren't supposed to be with. But if you notice that you miss someone when you're away from them, then you truly care about them. I feel like that's the quote. It's definitely misworded today, but I feel like that's what's going on here. So Gemini, if you recognize that the less time you spend away from or the more time you spend away from a person, if you care less, then chances are you didn't really care enough. And if you spend time away from a person and miss them, then that means you really did care. So at the end of the day, I definitely feel like you and someone here are drifting apart. And it was all a part of the process because the universe is always giving blessings in disguise. And I feel like the universe removed this person from your life for a very specific reason because you're meant to encounter another individual. So for the Geminis, this resonates too. I think you were meant to drift away from this certain person. And especially if you don't feel that bad about it, then chances are that was definitely something that's meant to happen. All right? So nonetheless, I do see a connection here kind of fading out. But of course, when one door closes, another door is going to open. All right? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. All right? Going all the way to, there it is, there it is. Thank you. Somebody had the quote, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Not. You know what happens, man? Either somebody's absence can be meaningful or it can be meaningless, you know? At the end of the day, you got to take with how you feel and roll with how you feel. All right? Let's keep it popping, man. Thank you so much for becoming a member, Christine. Much appreciated, my dear. And thank you so much for these donations. Let me get into them real quick. I just got to scroll up because there was quite a few. Thank you, Lauren May, for the $4.99. Happy Tuesday, Hunty. Feeling some pink moon energy in the air. Faux show. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that donation. Thank you, Serena, for the $5. Thank you so much. I like that you have these little emojis now in the chats. They're really cool. I like that a lot. Thank you, my dear. And I believe there was one more. I don't know if I missed it or not. Let me see. And no, I think the last one before that was Marie. Thank you, Marie. All right, guys, thank you for all those donations. Much appreciated. All right, let's keep it popping. So, fire, water, air, earth, going to my earth signs. What do we got coming through for my motherfucking Capricorn? Baby, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Capricorn, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? For the 541 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. Messages for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Capricorn, let's go ahead and see what we got coming through for you. Hopefully, we got some awesome stuff. Capricorn, the overall energy for you guys here is the Ace of Cups. Got love on the brain, huh? Could be connecting with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Your current energy is the Magician. The person you're dealing with is the Temperance in reverse. And the outcome that's present is the Knight of Wands in reverse. So Capricorn, we're seeing things changing here. There's definitely a specific person you have ended things with. So this is probably talking about your last cycle, such as your last person you've dated. I think you've learned a lot from your last partner. Excuse me for one moment, guys. I think you've learned a lot from your last partner, Capricorn. And I think that you have put off dating people for so long because of the last person you've dealt with. So for example, for any of your exes, Capricorn, whoever was the most recent partner you've dealt with, I feel like they made you stay single for a long time. And they made you stay single for a long time because you've experienced a lot of lessons with them, you've experienced a lot of karma, but you also had a lot of up and down emotions. So for those Capricorns, if your last relationship was rough, if your last relationship was hard, you've learned a lot from that relationship. And it took you a while to heal from it, but I feel like you're finally ready to kind of open yourself up to the idea of love again. You're ready to spread your love and share your love and meet a different counterpart. And from what I'm seeing here, very well likely some of you may be manifesting that here. Okay, we got the Magician. But the Magician doesn't always just talk about manifestation. The Magician also talks about having enough tools to be able to complete a task. Now, what would those tools require? Healing. So Capricorn, I feel like you guys have done so much healing from your last connection, which may have had a very big effect on you. And I feel like ever since then, you guys have healed, you've done everything that you needed to do, and now a lot of you guys are just being ready for something new. You're ready for a real stable connection. You know, at the end of the day, there are going to be people that hurt you significantly and people that don't hurt you at all. But for the people that make an impact, once you heal through those situations, you come out stronger every single time. So from what I'm seeing for Capricorns, I feel like you are ready. The tools that you needed was the tool of healing. And after you've got through all your healing that you needed to get through, you're ready to experience something new with someone. I guess the problem here is just getting ready to meet someone, okay? Whether or not you don't know when that's happening, you're just like, I'm waiting for someone to come, all right? Is what I'm seeing for you guys. That's cool though. You're ready for a real and stable relationship. You went through what you needed to go through, and I like that a lot for you guys, okay? In the current moment here, Knight of Wands in reverse, there may be Capricorns out there that don't have any action right now, and if you don't have action right now, that's fine. Keep in mind, man, love always knocks on your door unexpectedly. Never look for love, never wait on love. Live your life in the best way you possibly can. When you focus on creating the best life for yourself, that is usually when love comes knocking completely randomly on your door. And the reason why that happens is because when you focus on creating a fucking awesome, happy, and high vibrational life, everything else that you would want in that life will be attracted to it. So nonetheless, keep on doing that. And I feel really strongly here, Capricorn, you know, you've made it through everything that you've experienced with other people, and you're ready for a new experience. I think you're having a positive perception on love, whereas maybe a couple months ago or maybe a year ago, you may have never wanted to love a person again. And it shows you how time truly does heal. So that's what I'm seeing here. Nonetheless, man, let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Thank you so much, Between Two Worlds, for the $10 donation. Much appreciated, my love. Thank you so much. And then thank you as well, Linda, for the $4.99. You're awesome as well, my dear. Thank you guys so much for the donations today. It's much appreciated, okay? All right, man. Going all the way back to my fire signs. What do we got coming through for my motherfucking Aries, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Aries here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. I want to wish my Aries a very happy, special, and safe birthday. I hope you guys have been doing well, and I hope you guys have been enjoying your birth month as much as possible. Much love to all you guys. Messages for Aries here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Aries gang, let's get one last shuffle and see what we got going on. Hopefully we got some awesome stuff. Let's take a look here. Aries, your overall energy is the Knight of Cups. Cool. You kept me connecting possibly with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Your current energy, Aries, is the Strength in reverse. The person you're dealing with is the World in reverse. And the outcome that's present is the High Priestess. You cannot tame the beast any longer. You have had an itch for so long, Aries, to move on from someone, and I think that you officially are ready to put that into action. I think you're recognizing that your love is so powerful, your love is so beautiful, and it deserves to go to somebody who genuinely wants it. You know, we're getting real here. You want your love to go to somebody who genuinely wants it, not a person who shuts it down or shuts it away. So for the Aries that have been dealing with somebody they've cared about for a long time, especially if that person has been cold and distant, you're getting ready to move on. You know, no longer can you tame the beast. No longer can you wait. No longer can you fucking be positive, hoping that somebody's going to care back or make a move here. I feel like for those Aries that have been waiting on somebody, you're getting ready to let go because you know that you're worth so much more. You know that you deserve somebody who is going to actually take care of your heart. And in regards to who you're dealing with here, the World card in reverse, you could have been connecting with a fixed sign, Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, maybe even a Pisces here with the High Priestess, but you know, whoever you were waiting on or dealing with or had unfinished business with, they've made zero movements. They haven't showed you that they truly care about you, Aries, and they haven't made a promise to take care of your heart. So I feel like for those Aries that have been super patient with somebody, no longer are you going to be patient. Your patience was lost. And with the High Priestess for the outcome, you just know on an intuitive and deep level that it's time for you to find and explore something else. So from what I'm seeing here, Aries, whether you are giving up on somebody you've been dealing with or whether you're giving up on somebody you have unfinished business with, you're letting go of a love that used to serve you but now no longer does. Because you know that someone else out there will treat you better and give you the love that you deserve. And sometimes we stay in these cycles because we accept the love that we think we deserve. That is from Perks of Being a Wallflower. That is a great fucking movie. Sometimes in life, we accept the love we think we deserve. And if we don't believe that we deserve the highest form of love, we will stay in a connection that doesn't serve us for the longest of times until we snap out and realize we deserve better. So from what I'm seeing here for Aries, you are getting ready to put your love somewhere else. You're getting ready to put your heart into something else and someone else because it's just not working out here. And being patient for this amount of time is not something that serves you. Sorry, but that's what I'm seeing here. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Hey, man, at the end of the day, I always tell people, don't wait on somebody if they're not waiting on you. All right? Hey, yo, thank you so much, Rita, for the $20 donation. Much appreciated, my dear. Thank you so much for that donation, all right? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. It was an amazing movie, by the way. I loved Perks of Being a Wallflower. That was such a good movie. That character, the main character, he also plays Clay in, what's it called? You guys know what I'm talking about. With Hannah, why can't I think of the name? Today I've been forgetting so much or forgetting what I want to say all the time. What is it called? It's on Netflix. You guys know what I'm talking. 13 Reasons Why. Thank you. Why am I so fucking airheaded today? I don't know what's good with me. I didn't get a lot of good sleep. Maybe that's why. But yeah, man, 13 Reasons Why. The main character from Perks of Being a Wallflower is Clay in 13 Reasons Why. 13 Reasons Why was a good show, too. A lot of people talked a lot of shit, but I really suggest on this quarantine, if you guys haven't seen it, go on Netflix and watch 13 Reasons Why. It was a very good show. The first season was meh. You get into season 2 and 3, and it was like, whoa. Lots of shit was going on. It was genuinely a pretty good show. So I would definitely say give it a check out. All right? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Airheaded, LOL. It's an air moon today. I know. We got the full moon in Libra, and I'm feeling like an airhead today. That's funny. But nonetheless, man, let's keep it popping and moving forward. Going all the way to my water signs. What do we got coming through for the beautiful, beautiful Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? Messages for Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. For the 612 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. Messages for Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with you guys. Hopefully we got some awesome stuff. Cancer, the overall energy for you is the Emperor in reverse. You can be dealing possibly with an Aries here. This is the energy of let go and let God. Your current energy is the Ace of Cups. The person you're dealing with is the Seven of Cups reversed. And the outcome that's present is the Lovers. I think that's what I'm seeing here. Similar to what I said for Aries, I believe kind of applies to you. So those two readings kind of resonate, and take a look. You could be dealing with an Aries. So for what I'm seeing for Cancer, I definitely feel that you have loved a person for a very long time, and you feel like you would love them to the day you die. And that's the thing about Cancers. Our love can be so fucking movie-like and so fucking intense to the point where even if we know we have no shot of being with that individual, we will love them from a distance because we just love the idea of love, and we love people or whoever this specific person is. So when we love really strong. And I feel like there is a person you have loved for the longest of time, Cancer, and whether or not you be with them or whether or not you are going to be with them, I feel like you're deciding to say, I have to let this one go. You know? I feel like you're finally saying, I gotta let this one go. And whether or not we be together, it is what it is. But I think you're recognizing that because you love somebody so powerfully, the truth is to let go and let God. Whatever happens, happens. Because at the end of the day, Cancer, I think the person that you love the most, you just want them to be happy. And that's something that's important. And also, when you let it go, you allow the universe to do its thing. You know, maybe one day you and this person could be together, or maybe you meet somebody even better that you fall in love with in a much more powerful way. So from what I'm seeing for Cancers, I just feel like you're giving up in the sense of you are no longer trying to control it. You're no longer trying to control the situation by having this person have to be with you. You're just leaving it up to God. And whatever's meant to be is meant to be. And as you let go of this, you may still love this individual, but at least you are opening yourself up to new opportunities, to meet new people, and also letting the universe kind of let things happen. You know, when you go with the flow, things will always work out in the way that they should. I promise you. Sometimes we want things to work our way so bad. We want to be in control so fucking bad. But sometimes the more control you have, the more out of control you are. Okay? So I'm seeing you leaving it up to God here, or the universe, whatever you resonate with. It's a let go, let God moment. And at the end of the day here, Cancer, by going with the flow, whatever's meant to be will be. So remember that. live your life, create your life, make your life as best as it can, and let the universe do its thing. And trust me, by going with the flow, things and opportunities will start to open for you, and you will see a difference in your life, and you will see a difference of people in your life. So let it all work out the way it needs to, okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. I like that a lot, bro. I like that a lot. Listen, man, you can't say Cancers can't let go of anything, because they can. It may be hard for a Cancer to let go of something, but once we let it go and release it, it's gone for good, you know, and we see what happens, okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Going all the way to my air signs, what do we got coming through for my beautiful Libra, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Libra here. Excuse me, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Libra, let's see what's going on with you. We got them full moon vibes, baby. What's cracking? Let's take a look. Libra. Overall energy for you, we got the Ace of Cups in reverse. So you can be connecting possibly here with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. The person you're dealing with, Libra, is the King of Cups reversed. Your current energy is the Hierophant reversed. The outcome is the Six of Cups in reverse. A lot of reversals here, Libra. What's cracking? Well, I don't think it's about anything negative because reversals can actually bring forth a lot of enlightenment. So from what I'm seeing for you guys, I think you're recognizing that you had an image for somebody who didn't live up to it. That's what I kind of feel. You had an image of somebody in your head of who you wish they could be, but they never lived up to that image. So you always were hoping that they would, but they never did. And I think that that's something we do a lot. I think that's something that a lot of people do in relationships. But the thing is that when you do that, you know, you're not letting that person be their authentic selves. You're just hoping that they can be what you want them to be. And I feel like those standards have kind of brought enlightenment to you to realize that you can't do that to people. You know, you can't wish that people will be who you want them to be. You have to experience or be with people that you genuinely love who they are. So from what I'm seeing here right now, King of Cups reversed, Hierophant reversed, there could have been some sort of relationship here between you and another individual that has failed. And you may be putting that behind you now as you're getting ready to move forward. But I feel like you learned a really big lesson. And I don't mean to bash any Libras. This may resonate vice versa. This may not resonate at all. And I'm not trying to bash you by any means. But I think that if there's a lesson to be learned here, the lesson that you have learned was not to, you know, not to live in the reality of where somebody is the image you want them to be versus who they are. You know, you got to take a look at people and take a look at them for who they are, not who you want them to be, you know? And sometimes we romanticize that for so long, and then we experience disappointment because we got to take a look at the reality of who they really are, okay? And that's what I feel here for Libra. And I feel like you're not going to make that mistake again, for sure. I feel like you're going to be looking at things from a very realistic point of view of who the person is, how they are, and who they're going to be. And I don't think you're going to ever fantasize or picture somebody to be something they're not ever again. I just feel like that lesson was so powerful for you. And when you meet people, you want to meet the real and raw version of who they are. And if you fall in love with them, at least you're falling in love with the real person instead of a fake persona. Okay? And that's what I'm seeing here for you guys. So I feel like there was a lesson in all this, and I feel like that lesson was clear. And I definitely don't see you guys doing that ever again. Trust me, I feel like that lesson was learned. Okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. And like I said, man, by no means necessary am I trying to hurt anybody by saying that or be rude or bash anybody. It's just the truth of the situation because, yo, it's not even that you're just the person learning lessons. I'm learning lessons every day. Everybody's learning lessons every day, you know? We all experience lessons in life, and that is for the evolution of our soul. I've experienced so fucking many. I've done so much dumb shit in my life that I have learned from many mistakes that I've encountered. And here's the thing about being a human or a soul having a human experience. You are supposed to fuck up. You are supposed to make mistakes because you are supposed to learn from them. That is the point of our being. So, you know, you can't go wrong with making a mistake as long as you learn from it. You live life and you move forward, okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Going all the way to we got fire, water, air, earth. Going to my earth signs. What do we got coming through for my beautiful Taurus? What's cracking for the bull gang, baby? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Taurus, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? For the 684 people in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. Messages for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and see what's going on with you guys. Hopefully we got some awesome stuff. Bull Gang, the overall energy for you is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. So you can be connecting possibly here with an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. In regards to your current energy, you got the Three of Wands reversed. The person you're dealing with is the Four of Wands, and the outcome that's present is the Queen of Wands reversed. So interestingly enough, we have jumped from the Three of Wands to the Four of Wands. That means there's an Ace of Wands in the mist. 4 minus 3 is the Ace. So from what I'm seeing for Taurus, there's a lot of energy about giving up on something. Recognizing it's not what you want. That's what I'm seeing here. Because if you have the Ace of Wands in this reading, that means you want to go in a new direction and have a new beginning. And I feel like with the Three of Pentacles reversed here and the Three of Wands reversed, you're giving up on something, Taurus. Whether you're giving up on a job, whether you're giving up on a certain belief system, whether you're giving up on a relationship, you're giving up on something that isn't serving in your energy because you want to open a new door in your life to do or go to where you really want to go. So as general as this reading is, because it's pretty general, I'm seeing a lot of Tauruses turning their back on a circumstance or situation that they don't want to be in. And with the outcome that's present, I feel like you're no longer going to be feeding things that are killing your passion. And let me talk about something important here. When you do things that you don't want to do, it's like it kills your soul, you know? When you do things against your will or you do things that are that bring unhappiness into your life, it crushes your soul every time. And I feel here, Taurus, that if things aren't lining up in your passion, if things aren't lining up in your genuine happiness, I feel like you are not going to be partaking in any of that. So I feel like Tauruses are deciding to be in a place where they only do things that serves their vibe, but you do things that feed your passion as well. If something makes you unhappy inside, and if something makes you feel like you are doing it against your will repetitively, you no longer want to be in that lower vibe energy. You want to rise up and do what you really want to do. So I'm feeling that Tauruses are chasing their passion, and they're chasing the things that feed and nourish their soul, rather than things that crush their soul, okay? You want things, or you want to do things or go in directions that make you feel alive and don't make you feel like a zombie. That's what I'm seeing here. And every day you got a choice. You know, you got a choice to live your life however the fuck you want to live it. You can do something that you don't want to do, or you can do something you want to do, okay? The problem is that you got to break free from those limitations. We have limitations in our mind that consistently tell us we can't do this, we can't do that. But what you need to realize is you can do anything. The only person that's stopping you is the limitation you set for yourself within your mind. That was a powerful statement, and that's an important statement to acknowledge. Because a lot of people never get out and do what they want to do because they're scared of failure. Understand, we need it. Failure is important. We need failure because failure creates a mistake, and mistakes are something you can learn from. Okay, let's keep it poppin', man, moving forward. I do apologize for that rather general, pretty general reading, but if it resonates, let me know, okay? Thank you so much for the $5, Wild Mystic Community. Much appreciated. Thank you so much for the donation, my love. Thank you, all right? Let's keep it poppin', man, moving forward. Going all the way to my fire signs. What do we got coming through for the Sagittarius, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Sagittarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. What do we got going on? For the 668 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. Messages for Saggy. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Sagittarius. Let's take a look and see what's going on, baby. What do we got going on? Give me 1 second, guys. Thank you. Sagittarius, the overall energy for you guys is the Seven of Swords in reverse. Well, I'll take a look into that a little bit deeper. You could be connecting possibly with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Your current energy, Sag, Nine of Swords reversed. The person you're dealing with, Page of Wands reversed. The outcome that's present is the World card. Saggies are closing out one hell of a cycle. I like it. I like it a lot. So there's two different ways I can interpret this reading. One of the ways I interpret it is that you are officially done with mind games and head games that a very specific person was giving you. So for example, Page of Wands here. You know, when you're connecting with a page, you're connecting with somebody who's immature. When you're connecting with a page, you're dealing with somebody who is not in a position where they're showing necessarily love. This could have been a person who was a tease, a person who was flirtatious, a person who just wasn't showing actual commitment. And I feel here, for many of you Sagittarians, you were tired of those mind games because you were looking for something real and you were looking for someone to settle down with. And as for the outcome that's present here, the World card in reverse, I feel like you're ready to kind of walk away from that, because the more you involve yourself with somebody who's on their bullshit, the more that you feel restricted and the more you get, or the less you get of what it is that you want. And with the World card being here, I feel like ultimately you're tired of engaging with people that are consistently playing games, especially psychological games. Best at that. Now, there was another way I was seeing this as well. For some of you Sages, this may be about yourself. You may be in a position right now where you're done with your normal antics. When you're done being in a position where you're like, okay, I've bullshitted through a lot. There may be some Sagittariuses out there that have been in a position where you've been screwing yourself over, such as screwing yourself over by not being focused on what you should have been focused on, by being in a place where you have been fooling around rather than taking your life or your happiness serious. There may have been a lot of Sagittarians who are like, I have been in some dumb energy for a long time where I've kind of let myself go and have done things that have hurt myself more than helped it. So if there's any Sagittarians that have been in a place where you've kind of just been lacking in non-prioritizing your happiness and doing things that hurt you rather than help you, if that has been where you were at, I feel like you're deciding to bring that into your conscious mind and recognize, I'm getting off my bullshit. It's time for me to prioritize my happiness and take my life seriously and enter a new cycle. It's time for me to do things that are not self-destructive to me. Instead, I need to do things that are actually going to help me and nourish me, right? Because at the end of the day, I think all humans have self-sabotage and have self-destructive behaviors. I think we all have certain ways of destroying ourselves. And I think that it's important that when you acknowledge what your self-destructive behavior is and correct it and work for yourself rather than against yourself, I think that's a big step. So for any of you guys that have been dealing with that, I definitely see a change in your demeanor and I definitely see a change in your behavior. Keep in mind, you're not against yourself anymore, but you are for yourself, and that's what's important here. So I do see that happening for a good number of Sagittarians as well. I actually see a third way this reading can resonate too. Sorry that we're getting so many messages, but there's a third way this reading can resonate too. If you have been trying to escape somebody, Saggy, if you have been trying to get them out of your head and be in a position where you can finally be free. If somebody has been holding on like a stage 5 clinger and not letting go, I'm seeing that person finally giving up. So for any Sagittarians that have been dealing with a person who's been refusing to let a cycle go, I feel like they're coming to that conclusion where they're ready to stop. So for some Saggies, you may be connecting with a person who is clinging and holding on for so long, and now they're finally letting go, and you may be feeling that energetic release here as this person is finally moving into a new cycle. So 3 messages for Saggy. Lots of shit coming through. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Nonetheless, man, let's keep it popping. Thank you, RM, for the $4.99. Much appreciated, my dear. Thank you for the donation. I really appreciate that, okay? All right, man. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. So, my fire signs are done. Going to my water signs. What do we got coming through for my motherfucking Pisces, baby? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Message is for Pisces here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. For the 677 peeps, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. It's much appreciated. Message is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Pisces, let's go ahead and take a look and see what's going on with you. I hope we got some awesome stuff, and I hope my fishies have been well. Let's take a look. Your overall energy, Pisces, is the Ace of Wands. Feeling creative. I definitely feel full moon vibes, bringing some creativity here, okay? Some Libra Moon vibes. Here's the thing. I've noticed a lot of Libras are very creative. A lot of Libras are artists. Pisces are artists too. I don't know what it is. My girlfriend's a Pisces. She's an artist. Lovely artist. And I've noticed a lot of Pisces are artists and a lot of Libras are artists. You guys have that sacral creative energy. I like it a lot. So some of you here may be feeling extra creative in the next 24 hours. So if so, and you are an artist or you have a job that requires creativity, go nuts. It looks really cool, man. All right, but your current energy here is the 2 of Cups. The person you're dealing with is the 8 of Cups reversed. The outcome that's present is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Pisces, we got some tea, baby. We got some tea. Now, Libra is not necessarily the sign of... Here's the thing. Libra is Venus, and Venus is the planet of love. But Venus isn't necessarily the planet of second chances. So from what I'm seeing here for some Pisces, I feel like with all this Venusian energy in the air, while you're happy, whether if you're in a relationship or not, or if you're by yourself, I do feel that someone wants to make a reappearance into your life to have a second chance with you. And I haven't seen a reading like this in a while. So I feel that somebody here is feeling all the love. Okay, Venus is giving them all the love with that Libra moon, and I feel like someone wants to come back. And if you're in a relationship with somebody, Pisces, you're good. And if you're single, you still appear to be good. Because from what I see here right now, Pisces, Venus isn't the planet of second chances, Venus is the planet of love. So somebody's being influenced by that, and they want to make a reappearance in your life. Ultimately, though, Pisces, Ace of Pentacles reversed, you're shutting that opportunity down, because whether or not, if you're with somebody or not, I think Pisces made promises to themselves, and that promise was to move forward and not go back to the past with anybody. And the reason why I think you made this promise for yourself was to acknowledge that if it didn't work out the first time, it might not work out the second. And also, I think you guys are wanting to experience evolution. There's many more lessons to experience with other people. There's also many more love, much more love to experience with other people. So I feel like you made a promise to yourself to keep it moving forward. So don't be surprised if you have an ex message you. And keep in mind, the ex isn't necessarily your ex-boyfriend, your ex-girlfriend. The ex could be your ex-best friend. It could be your ex-family member that you haven't talked to in a very long time that walked out of your life. This could be your father that possibly, you know, if you had a parent abandon you, your parent comes back out of nowhere. Okay, this is the energy of people who feel like they have done terrible things to you, coming back trying to mend and heal it with love. So be mindful of that returning to your energy, as that may happen here for some Pisces. And I do feel you shutting that down, okay? Because Libra can also, you know, when you think about love, love has a lot of healing aspect to it. So there may be people here trying to heal the past with you or trying to get second chances, and I don't feel like you got time for that, okay? I ain't got no time for my ex. I'm sure you ain't got no time for yours. Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Going all the way to my air signs. What do we got coming through for the beautiful Aquarius queens? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Messages for Aquarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. For the 710 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. It's much appreciated. Messages for Leo, or not Leo, excuse me. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Aquarius, let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle, and we'll see what's happening. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff, man. Let's take a look, all right? What do we got going on? All right, Aquarius, your overall energy here is the Seven of Wands. You can be connecting possibly with a fire sign, Aries, Sag, or Leo. Your current energy, Aqua, is the Temperance in reverse. The person you're dealing with is the Seven of Cups in reverse, and the outcome that's present is the Moon card. Aquarius, you could be dealing with a Pisces, or you may be an Aquarius-Pisces cusp. So, for what I'm seeing for Aquarius, and for what it's worth, I do feel a lot of restriction here. You guys have definitely been very mindful of who you're letting in your energy and who you are not letting in your energy. I feel like you have been not necessarily on defense, but you've been very protective of yourself lately. You've been very cautious lately, you know, of who's around you and how people are moving towards you and how people are communicating with you energetically. So from what I'm seeing here, Aquarius, I think right now, for those of you that are going through a massive wave of healing, it's like you don't know who to trust to keep around you. I feel like for the Aquarians that are focusing on, you know, creating better mental health and creating positivity and happiness in their life, excuse me, a lot of you guys are like, I don't know who I can necessarily trust. So I kind of feel Aquarians moving into the direction of being a lone wolf. And I feel like the reason why you're being a lone wolf right now is just because you know that while you're vulnerable, people and anybody can do anything. So I feel like Aquas are kind of in this period of healing from things they've experienced. You guys are in this period of making your happiness a priority. You're in this period of, you know, going through what you need to go through. And I think that you are kind of limiting yourself from being around certain people, because sometimes when you're vulnerable, people like to strike. And I don't think that that's for you. So I definitely feel like a lot of you guys have been having an emotional time lately. You may have been in a little bit of a funk or been in a weird mood. And as you are working on getting out of that, you are making sure that you are on your own and by yourself, so nobody can negatively influence you and nobody can strike you when you're down. So I do feel this energy of you guys kind of being in solitude and being a lone wolf for now while you're taking care of business, okay? And here's the thing. Aquarians can take care of themselves. They always have. I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of Aquarians who have always learned to take care of themselves and learned to be on their own because there were people that were unreliable. That's why Aquarians have a tough time relying on people, because there have been people that have done them wrong, and there have been people who bailed on them when Aquarius needed them. So Aquarians can be the lone wolf if they need to. So I feel like you guys are fine with that position. And as whatever this is you're going through, I just feel like you guys are working on yourself, but you're making sure to work on yourself alone and keep everything that's going on in your life to yourself. I feel like you're keeping everything that's going on to yourself because you don't want nobody in your business, because the moment Aquarius, a person gets in your business, they can twist that and to make your business theirs. That's not what you want. All right. So nonetheless here, I do feel, Aquarius, you're focusing on yourself right now, working on yourself as much as possible. You're not letting people in because they don't need to be there. You don't need nobody to know your business, and that's true. Okay? Keep your business to yourself, Aquarius. Nobody needs to know what you're going through. As long as you're working on you, that's what's most important, and that's what I give you props for. Okay? So don't let anybody into your business, man. They don't need to be there. Nobody needs to know what you're going through but you. Okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Thank you so much for the $20, Kendra Walker. Much appreciated. Thank you, Aunt Aquarius Pisces Cusp. Once again, you were on point with this reading. Thank you for all your hard work. I hope all is well with you. Sending lots of love, positivity, and good vibes. Thank you so much, Kendra. Much appreciated, my love. Thank you for the donation as well as the lovely compliments. That is much appreciated. I believe I saw one more donation. Where are you? I could have sworn I saw one more donation. Yep, there it is. I don't want to miss it. Thank you so much, RM, for the $4.99. Much appreciated. Actually, wait, maybe that was the one I already shouted out. I thought I saw another one. Okay. I don't think I skipped one, but if I missed anybody's donation, let me know, and I will give you a personal thank you. Okay? So, my fire signs are done, my water signs are done, my air signs are done. Last but not least, what is cracking for my motherfucking Virgo? Let's take a look, man. Message is for Virgo here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours, all right? Message is for Virgo, please, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. For the 668 peeps in the chat, please drop a like. Thank you guys for coming out. You guys are much appreciated. Message is for Virgo here, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in the next 24 hours. All right, Virgo, baby. Let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through. Hopefully, we got some fantastic stuff, man. Let's get it cracking. What's going on for my team, Virgo? Virgo, your overall energy is you, the Magician card. This is Virgo energy. You could be connecting possibly with another Virgo. Your current energy is the Three of Cups. Ooh, the person you're dealing with is the Temperance reversed. No. And the outcome that's present is the Three of Pentacles. So, from what I'm seeing here, Virgo, you are winning. That is probably the most powerful message that came through so far. And what I mean by you are winning is that for the people that have continuously hurt you, I think you're starting to see karma catch up in others' lives. I think you're starting to see people that have treated you wrong go through the treatment that they deserve now. Karma can be very real, and I feel like while you are living your best life as much as possible, the people that have tried to make your life not so nice are now experiencing their own version of karma. And I feel like in the current moment, the Magician card to the Three of Cups, you have all the tools that you need right now to live a very happy lifestyle. I feel like you put in a lot of work, Virgo, not only learning how to love yourself, not only learning how to get rid of negative people in your life, toxic people in your life. I feel like you have built such a pretty good environment around yourself to the point where you're living your best life right now, even in quarantine for those of you that are in it. So I feel like my Virgos have done so much work to build a positive environment around themselves, and have done so much work to love themselves and appreciate who they are, to the point where you guys are in a place where you are surrounded by things that fuel your soul, things that make you happy. And I feel like for the people in the past who were Debbie Downers or who brought negative energy into your life, they're going through their own karma to the point where they're learning how to go love themselves. They're learning how to be happy. You know, so Virgo, while you went through the bullshit, while you went through everything you needed to go through, you're living your best life right now. And for the people that were rude to you, or for the people that have hurt you, or the people that brought negativity into your life, they are now going through their own cycle, their own journey of self-love. And they are now going through their own bumpy and rocky journey of learning how to become positive and create a positive environment. So at the end of the day, Virgo, you know, you went through it, you got through it, you're living your best life now. And the people of the past who may have hurt you, they're finally starting their journey of changing who they were into a better person, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. So don't think of karma as a negative thing, because it's not. This person over here is just learning how to love themselves and learning how to stop projecting their negativity onto others. They have a whole journey ahead of them. You've already been through the journey, Virgo, and you already are surrounded by a positive and happy environment. And at the end of the day, you know, never try to wish your enemies any harm. Never try to wish your enemies any hate, because at the end of the day, man, they will realize the wrongs they have done in their life, and eventually they will change. So I feel like, you know, your past people, they're going through their own awakening as you've already been through yours. And over here, you know, you're in a good position. You're happy you did all the hard work, Virgo, because now you're happy, and happiness and hard work pays off. As for these people, let them go through what they need to go through. They got a whole journey ahead of them, okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. That's how it happens, man. That's how it happens. When you start doing your inner work and living your best life, people of the past will start to do that at some point. But I'm glad you got through it, and I'm glad you are where you are, okay? Let's keep it popping, man, moving forward. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Let me see real quick. Crazy Mexican, thank you for becoming a member. Much appreciated. Nonetheless, though, man, thank you guys so much for coming out to the daily. I really appreciate it. 50 minutes up in here, man. 50 minutes of nonstop talking. I love it, man. I love when we have long dailies like this, because it's such a vibe. It's always good chatting with you guys. It's always good getting the energy from you guys. Each and every single day, bro, when we do these daily readings, there's such good energy in these chats and good vibes in these chats. And I really appreciate that for those of you that come out with the love and the support, because you guys really make my day. Even though near the end of the reading I might be tired from doing so much tarot and whatnot, I still feel so positive and feel this beautiful positive energy, and it makes me so happy. So thank you guys so much for all your support. For those of you that come in and day out, thank you so much for that. Thank you for the people that are always dropping a like. I really appreciate that. You know, by liking the video, it does something in the algorithm. It gets it out to more people. You know, it helps the soul family grow, essentially. So if you haven't dropped a like already, please do. It really does help, and I appreciate that. For those of you that have sent any donations in today, no matter how big or how small, every donation genuinely makes a difference. So thank you so much for those donations. You guys have no idea how much they make a really good impact in my life, so thank you so much for that. But either way, guys, have a fucking awesome, amazing, fantastic rest of your day. Aries, your April mid-month is up, so you are the only sign that came out. You're the first sign, so happy birthday to you. So definitely enjoy, Aries. Your video is out, okay? Guys, I love you. Have an awesome day. Have an awesome time, and keep them vibes motherfucking high. Much love to all you guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, all right? Peace. Much love, peeps.